Tough result. Lost it when you probably should have got all 3 points. So what did you make of that game?
I thought first half we controlled the game. I thought they were playing really well. We started the game well and deserved a 1-0 lead. We were a bit disappointed the way we conceded their goal, but that we still kept on playing our football, and just before half time made it 2-1, which I thought that we deserved. We were in total control in that first half. Second half, we lost a little bit of that control, and we didn't have the ball as much as we would have liked. But they've got a good team, a lot of good players, but we should have punished them. We had, in that second half, we had 5 big chances. So that was a disappointing thing, that we weren't able to come away with the 3 points, but the performance away from home against a side that's pushing to make top 6 as well, I can't ask any more from the players.
You talked about the domination in the second half, all the big chances. Coming up against someone like Philip Curto, how do you prepare for that, knowing that some weeks he's below average, but then other weeks he has keeper of the season performances like that?
No, you can't really prepare for it. You just have to hope that he's not on his game. But we could sense that he was on his game from the first few minutes. He made a few really good saves right at the start when we were pushing, but he's a top keeper with a lot of experience, so a bad performance doesn't put him down. He just bounces back, and if it wasn't for him today, we probably would have scored 4 or 5. But again, we're creating good chances, we're playing well, we're playing really well away from home. In the end, we could have lost, but that was probably from us trying to push to win the game, because that's what we've done. We've won games late on, and we nearly won it again as well.
If you look at the 2 goals we conceded, dominating the match as a whole, but it looked like just 2 defensive lapses in concentration.
And the defence was good most of the game. I thought the second half, when they had more of the ball, we defended really well and defended the box well. We gave the ball away in a bad area. It wasn't something that we don't really want to be playing those balls inside like that, but it was a mistake. But it's how you deal with that mistake and how you respond to that mistake. And we didn't put our heads down. We just kept on trying.
In terms of those defensive lapses and concentrations, that's something you're going to focus on throughout the week and the rest of the season?
No, look, we just keep doing what we're doing. We work on everything in our game. We work on us with the ball, but also without the ball. We've been great in occasions without the ball as well, in terms of defending well. But in saying all that, we could have still won 5-2, and then no one would have complained about those defensive mistakes that we made.
You welcome Auckland to Tarnee next week. You battered them over in Auckland. Are you hoping to do the same thing again?
Yeah, that'd be nice if it worked like that. They're a good side. They've done really well. They've got good players. Steve Corica is obviously a good coach that's been around for a long period. We have to be at our best if we want to get the result. But we're confident, especially playing in Tarnee, where we've been good there this season, that we can get the result we want. So we're going to recover from this game, because this game would have taken a lot out of the players, and make sure that we're ready for Auckland.
As a coach, I know it's very hard to deal with ifs and ands and buts. But if you beat Auckland next week, that reduces the gap to 4 points at the top of the table. Do you think that's what you need to do to keep the silverware alive?
Yeah, look, we're focused on trying to beat Auckland and not looking too much at the table. As you can see, we all look at the table because it's there to look at, but we're not focused on that. Where we know it's very tight. Everyone's taking points off of everyone. We're happy with the last, I think it's 10 games. We've won 6 or 7, drawn 2, lost 1. So we know we're in good form. Then we just have to take that form and performance into the Auckland game.
Transfer window shots in a couple of days. Are you planning on doing anything for the deadline?
Not at the moment. Nothing's popped up our way. So at the moment we're really pleased with what we got, and the younger boys coming through are doing exceptionally well. We saw Abel Wallerty again. Another good learning game for Dylan Leonard. He's only 17 years old. Reece Bozanowski's coming on more and more in terms of his performances. So we're happy with the young boys that are coming through, and we want to give them opportunities.
A lot of people didn't necessarily have Western United picked to be contenders this season, and yet the results on the pitch speak for themselves. What's it been about this squad and their performances that have allowed you be contenders?
I think last year was big for us. I know we didn't get the results necessarily, and we didn't get where we want to be on the table. But playing those young players has given them, that experience and that belief that they can play at this level. And we had a really good pre-season, and the players that we have brought in have added to that. Noel Botic is more experienced now. Like I said about Reece Bozanowski, more experienced. So we've got all these players that have been developing now for 3-4 seasons. So as a club, we could see it coming. As a coach, I could see it coming. But at the end of the day, I can understand the rest of the public not knowing this, because we know it because we work with them every day. So we're pleased, but we still know there's still a lot of football to be played.
And then just from a club perspective, I know that Western United are very big on the one club mentality. The women's side playing at the exact same time in a venue about 40 minutes from here. It's not the first time that's happened this season. Is the scheduling something that needs to be better? You might have had a little bit more away support today, which could help push over the line.
Yeah, look, I don't want to comment about that because I've got nothing to do with the scheduling. It was a bit of a surprise when I heard they were playing at the same time. I'm glad they won 2-1, so I'm happy that they won, and they're pushing, to make finals as well. So they're really important that we support them, and I'm sure they support us. It would be nice that we're not playing at the same time.